Two young men named Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence square off in the opening scene of the presentation, which is taken from the championship bout of the All-Valley Under-18 karate competition. His sensei instructs him to take advantage of the situation by striking LaRusso's damaged leg. As a consequence of this development, Johnny enjoys a short spell of success. Nonetheless, LaRusso knocks Johnny unconscious with a kick and eventually wins the battle. The story then shifts to the present day, when a much older and less well-known Johnny lives in a modest hotel and works as an electrician. The hotel is in a poor neighborhood. He is a parent who does not provide for his child. Miguel, Johnny's new young neighbor, approaches him on his way to work and goes to a market where he orders a piece of pizza for supper. He witnesses Miguel being tormented by other adolescents while there, but decides to ignore them until they shove Miguel into his vehicle. Johnny rejects Miguel and returns to his home, where he is greeted by his stepfather, Sid, and his father's caregiver, Rhonda. Sid was the one who paid Johnny's bail and released him from jail. Sid then rants at his stepson, calling him a bum, before storming out of the house with Rhonda. Sid promised his late wife, who was also Johnny's mother, that he would always keep an eye out for Johnny. Sid, while being rough with Johnny, constantly watches out for him. Later that evening, Johnny switches on the television to distract himself from the troubles he is facing. After seeing yet another advertisement for Daniel's company, John calls a technician. After receiving John's phone call, the technician tows his automobile. When he discovers that Daniel's firm employs the mechanic, he is taken aback. The following day, Johnny goes to Daniel's dealership to pick up his automobile, but he keeps a low profile since he does not want to meet his most lethal rival. Daniel is the one who finalized the sale of the car to Johnny. Regrettably, he finds himself in direct conflict with Daniel. Daniel makes fun of Johnny in front of his employees, yet despite this, Daniel continues to offer to work on Johnny's vehicle for free while he is completing the repair. Daniel invites Johnny to take a plant in memory of the Daniel Auto Group, which is the group's distinctive item. Daniel offers the invitation after Johnny declines it. When Daniel goes to get the plant, Johnny discovers that the girl who slammed into his vehicle is Samantha, Daniel's daughter. This guy decides to create his own dojo and begins renting out space for it. Daniel had a flashback to his childhood as he drove by a dojo on his way to work. Because Johnny is his sole pupil, he teaches Miguel. A member of the city's health department approaches Johnny, introduces himself, and hands him a document outlining the conditions for running an exercise studio. After another week has passed, the LaRusso family is shown attending a party. However, Samantha is not there at the gathering. Anthony, who struggles with his video game addiction, tries to keep his father, Daniel, from pressuring him to participate in more physically demanding activities, but Daniel is unable to do so. After that, he communicates his rage and displeasure to his wife, Amanda, who advises him that he should just leave his kid be. Samantha is subsequently shown to be absent from the family celebration because she has secretly planned her own party for her new cool pals at her family's home. Samantha's party attendees comprise both family members and new acquaintances. Daniel arrives home ahead of everyone else and is the first to learn about the party. Miguel's attention is drawn to Sam and her companions the instant he observes them, and he attempts to strike up a conversation with them. Miguel, on the other hand, is forced to go back to his table due to the addition of Kyler and a few other males in Sam's group of associates. Later, as Johnny was teaching Miguel the Cobra strike concepts, he received a phone call from the vice principal of his son Robbie's school. The vice principal informed Johnny that Robbie had been caught using a prohibited substance. Johnny was in the process of teaching Miguel the basics of the Cobra strike. This makes Johnny uncomfortable. Miguel offers a delighted nod of the head before forcefully punching the dummy in the face while contemplating Kyler's look. Kyler participates in the evening meal with the other members of the LaRusso's family when he visits them. Daniel discovers that Johnny assaulted Kyler and his pals while they were hanging out and having this conversation. Daniel's feelings have been hurt as a result, and he chooses to speak to Johnny about it.